Hello everyone, this is Ingrid. I'm coming to you with another video for some cards that I had made. These are all cards that I had made a while back, and I just haven't had time to upload the videos or even make the videos for them, so I'm just trying to share them with you now. Here is a card that I made, and I just used the regular textured cardstock there. And this piece of paper here I cut out from the design paper, and that was the DCWV. This shape here that you see that I'm trying to touch there with my finger, that shape there I cut out with the Cricut. And then this here is a metal embossed or epoxied sticker that I added on top of this on dimensionals, and I added a piece of bling to that. This here is a piece of a doily that I had left over from another project, and I wanted to add it to something, so I added it up here. I put some stickles in as well. This here was, I used, this was a part of the paper collection, this same paper collection. So what I did was I used the Lindy Stamp Gang embossing powder on there, and very, I didn't overdo it, like I didn't put layers and layers. I just put like one layer, and it was very beautiful. So I added that there. This little butterfly I cut out with the Cricut, and I also used the shimmer sprays on that. This beautiful leaf here, I added a lot of stickles to it, and I also added the shimmer sprays to it. Here are different colored flowers. Some of these are, I believe actually all of these, with the exception of these flat ones here, these two light purple flat ones, everything else here is I Am Roses, and these flat ones here are Primas. But these I Am Roses, they are all using the Lindy Stamp Gang mists on these. And I also glittered that leaf in the bottom there. And all these flowers are layered, one on top of another. And this little tiny blue one there has a little bit of modeling paste on the top. That's why you see those little white parts. This here is just like a tiny little spray, piece of one of the sprays, so I just added it on there with a little flat black bling. And here is a pretty ribbon, and at the bottom I also used one of the Lindy Stamp Gang glimmer mists on the bottom, and I used the one of the Martha Stewart punches to punch out that pretty shape at the bottom. And here, this is one of the Spellbinders dies, and I made a pocket here, and I cut it out with the decorative border punches as well. So that's that one. Then coming over here, this was a project. I had one of the Lindy Stamp Gang mists, and they are just so beautiful. These mists are just extraordinary, and I wanted to, when you get stuff like that, you want to play with it. So I took one of these doilies, and I used a lot of the sprays on it, and when it dried up, I thought, well, let me use it on something. And I took this gray paper because I wanted the doily to stand out, so I used the gray paper to back it. This here is a piece of chipboard that I cut out using one of the Tim Holtz dies, Sizzix dies. This here was a little piece of chipboard that I hand wrote the word happy, and I added some glimmer mists, and I also added some bling to it. This piece here that you see, this one here, I cut out with one of the Spellbinders dies that I have out of design paper. and I added some of those dimensional paints. I believe they're pearl paints in blue. And then this here, this whole circle of flowers I actually got from the one of the dollar stores, and I thought it was very, very beautiful, so I didn't really do that much to it. And then in the inside, I just this piece of paper here at the bottom was cut out from the Webster's Pages paper line. It was one of these like scrap pieces of paper, so I didn't want to throw it out, so I just used it here. And here's another flower that I used because I was playing with the with the Lindy Stamp Gang Glimmer Mists, and when you play with it, you want to use as many colors, and this is how it came out. So I thought that was very beautiful because a lot of different colors came onto this. It originally was white, and you have some beiges, some purples, some blues, some greens. It really came out nice. And then I used the pearl paints at the bottom as well. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, and then moving on to this one here. This was more simple. I wanted to try my hand at something like that. So this was using beige cardstock. Nice heavy weight there. Black cardstock. This was from one of the DCWV paper lines, and I just or actually, is that DCWV or Kane Company? I believe it's Kane Company. And I distressed the edges, and then this little strip here I cut out with the Spellbinders die. This I also cut out with the Spellbinders die. And this blue cardstock I cut out using the one of the punches. Excuse me. And that's the inside. I just took the strips of paper and added it there. And that's it. Thanks for watching.